What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 24 of the Kool Movies Podcast. Joined as always by my partner in crime, Mr. Leo Wakil.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, sir?
Good.
Okay. You just told me something that got me really excited because we were planning on doing the movies that we're anticipating to watch for the rest of 2026.
Yeah.
But then you started with the movies that you've seen recently, and we gotta just after the first one. I want to know more.
Yeah.
Because after the first one, I was like, okay, I want to know your thoughts and also some others.
Mm-hmm.
So just kind of go down the list a little bit of the most recent movies you've watched.
So let's go by before until more recent. So
yeah, let's do that. We might stay in there for a while.
Yeah. So I saw Project Hail Mary. This month.
That a bit.
Then I saw Chef by Jon Favreau.
That's a fun
about that one. Yeah, I loved it.
That's a really
so
fun
cool.
one.
Then I saw maybe my favorite film I've seen in the past 3 months. Honestly,
Okay.
It's called The Hunt.
The Hunt.
It's a Danish film with Mads Mikkelsen.
Okay.
It's directed by Thomas Vinterberg, who also did Another Round. Have you seen Another Round? It's more recent.
No.
So After The Hunt is about he's a teacher, but he's more like it's a school only for children, like a kindergarten.
Right. Yeah, okay.
And he plays with them. He doesn't really teach a subject.
Okay.
But that's his job.
All right.
And he's trying to get the custody of his son.
Mm-hmm.
He separated his wife, and his son does want to be with him.
Right.
And he's fighting in law and everything. And then one day, he has a friend whose kid goes to the school he teaches at.
Mm-hmm.
And then some days his friend is, beefing with his wife, and he has to take the kid to school.
Yeah.
And the little girl one day in school, she gives him a note or a little heart.
Mm-hmm.
Says, "I love you." And then he's a little like, okay. And then at one point he's playing with the kids and she kisses him in the mouth. And she's like 5 or 6.
Oh.
So he tells her this is not something you should do with adults, only with people your age.
Right.
As you get older, talk to your parents. And that night, she tells the principal he showed her his parts.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
wow.
you go from there.
Okay.
And it's an insane film because you're
Danish film.
Okay. It's spoken in Danish. It's brilliant because it just from that premise, you already have 1,000 of ideas of where it goes, and it basically goes everywhere. You think about every facet of this, every perspective. I think Prime Video. Let me see. Yeah, and Mads Mikkelsen is one of my favorite actors. I think he's amazing. Yeah, Prime Video.
Okay.
He's amazing in everything he does, and the ending is just I would expect the ending to be oh, okay. No, it's this is insane. Yeah.
Mads is because he did
a Bond movie.
No, not Casino Royale.
Yeah.
He did do that, and I love Casino Royale. But he did Hannibal.
He did the
Hannibal series,
show, yeah.
And it's the only person I can see assuming the mantle of Hannibal Lecter after Anthony Hopkins. Because even though, have you ever heard the movie Manhunter?
Yes.
Yeah, it's basically Red Dragon.
Which is a sequel for Silence of the Lambs. Prequel for Silence of the Lambs, yeah.
Right.
Okay.
But then, who was it? Brian... one of those English, Irish actors. I cannot... That's bothering me. But directed by Michael Mann.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's the name?
Manhunter.
Manhunter, yeah.
Yeah. With William Peterson, who the guy was on CSI for a million years. Really, really great. But then once Anthony Hopkins became Hannibal Lecter, it's he's synonymous with that role. But Mads as Hannibal Lecter, I'm like, you're all right. You're good. You're good with this. All right. But what else?
People said he carried his energy from The Hunt to Hannibal.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Then all right.
Yeah.
I'll put that on my.
It's I didn't expect it to like this much.
Okay.
Because I like the other movie from this director, also with Mads Mikkelsen, called Another Round, about a group of teachers who want to keep their alcohol level at a certain level.
I've heard of this movie.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's really cool. But this one's even better.
Okay.
Yeah. Then I saw this one interests you.
Yeah.
Casino.
Yeah. Yes.
It was a blind spot for me in Scorsese.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
I loved it. I thought it was because you have this mob movie premise and template that Scorsese plays with very well. But like the narration made it flow so well, and I love that he focused in on those three characters, on Sharon Stone, De Niro, and Pesci.
Yeah,
the three, like the focus on those three characters made this special.
Yeah, there's like the little trinity.
Yeah, trinity
of the movie. Yeah, and definitely Sharon Stone's best performance ever. I mean, if anyone ever doubts her ability as an actress,
she's cool.
You go to Casino, and she's amazing at it.
I think this is my favorite De Niro performance.
Right? Isn't it like so kind of like low key?
Yeah, but it's still like he has a presence.
Yeah.
There's a scene. That's the scene that made me say, "Oh, this is one of his best." They're in the casino, and there's a fight. I think it's between Joe Pesci and a guy from the casino when they're beefed.
Yeah.
And De Niro just comes to his back and says, "You'll never do this again here." Yeah. And he leaves, and Pacino's silent, and it's great.
Pesci.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Pesci. Yeah.
No, I think for me, like I love De Niro. Joe Pesci is really something in this role. And I know that he gets a lot of comparison with his role in Goodfellas, and I definitely see the similarities. It's just that it's almost even more menacing in this, and it's just, there's like that great panning shot when Pesci is talking about like how he brought in his own crew. They opened up a jewelry store, and then you just kind of pans and you see like, you know, his kid brother Dominic, and then you see his face, and you're like, man, he really incorporated like the darkness of this guy. Yeah. And have you seen a picture of the real guy he's portraying?
No.
They could be brothers, like short, stout, same kind of face,
square head.
Yeah, square head and everything, and it's just a brutal end. Yeah, for that dude and his brother. I love watching, and it flies
so fast, like
3 hours, and it feels like 2 hours. Yeah, it's so quick.
It feels short of the Goodfellas, which is 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
I think I like it more than Goodfellas.
I like it more. I think it's better than Goodfellas.
It's like
that scene in the desert between him and De Niro is just, it's music. Because like, of course, and this kind of just shows like the mastery of Scorsese, because you see like in De Niro's sunglasses,
the reflection.
The reflection of the car and the kicking up the dust of the sand. And then the car moving up, and then you see like the camera panning down, and then from there just a dolly shot as, you know, Pesci gets out of the car and starts to sing, basically using every other F word possible.
Every other curse.
But it really just like, it has like this climax, you know, like he starts off, he's aggressive, but then like his own voice goes high at some point. You know, and I've seen that scene just over and over and over and over again.
That scene just proved to me how well set this movie is, because you have like the casino area, which is the network between the people that work at the casino and the mafia. You know? And then you have this desert, which is like the beginning of the movie, where you see the lights in the city,
just the grid,
and just the desert outside, so huge, so much bigger than the city. It's really, really great.
All right. Next.
What else? Then I saw a short film, The Backrooms.
Short film?
Do you know the new horror movie, The Backrooms, coming out? Have you seen the trailer?
No.
Oh, you have to see it. It's from this guy who did these shorts on YouTube. He's called King Parsons.
Okay.
And then A24 acquired him. They called him to do a feature length of this short, and it's insane. It's like a place, like a dimension, which is just infinite rooms. Infinite rooms. You can enter every corner, you're gonna get someplace else, and there's an entity there. And it's brilliant. And it's gonna have this feature length film this year with Renata Reinsve and Chiwetel Ejiofor and Lukita Maxwell, which is great cast, and really excited. So I watched the short and I love the short. It's like 9 minutes.
All right. So.
Then I saw, I don't know if you've seen it, Synecdoche, New York.
No.
From Charlie Kaufman.
No.
Have you seen Eternal Sunshine?
Yes.
Yeah. So
I even saw Adaptation.
I haven't seen Adaptation.
Adaptation is good. He's a mad genius, Charlie
so
Kaufman.
Weird, man.
Exactly, but it still somehow makes sense.
And profound.
Yeah,
Most
he's
times,
got like, but like, especially I remember thinking about this because adaptation is relatively straightforward until you get to like the very end.
Yeah.
But the end, like, it's
so
Eddington-esque.
Okay. Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
in the sense of like, where did this come from? At the same time, it does what I critique Eddington for, where like it sets it up in a way that even though it still comes out of nowhere, you're thinking like, oh, but I see what he's doing with that. You know, Nicolas Cage plays him and his brother.
Yeah, there's Meryl Streep too in this movie, right?
Yes, Meryl Streep, Chris Cooper, really, really good.
Yeah.
But Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind is like the profound aspect of it, you know, just dealing with mourning, a breakup, and loss and all of that.
Yeah, I think it's beautiful.
At the same time, I was just so, I think, overwhelmed really with the first time I saw it.
I was overwhelmed too.
How did you imagine this? Like, what brain came up with this visual aspect that now, was it Michel Gondry, I think is the director?
Michael Gondry. Yeah.
Michael Gondry, a French guy. And it's just like, how did you, how? That is like a bit of a nitpick.
Yeah.
Because it is so creative and so kind of out there that, you know, it took me out of it just for a hot second, but then you're back in it.
I felt that too in the first half. Like it was, I'm not following this at all, but let's go.
So weird.
And as pieces
why are they in a sink?
Came together. Why is he a baby? Yeah. But Synecdoche, New York, I had such a weird whiplash with this movie because I saw like the first act was good.
Okay.
It's with Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Oof.
Yeah. I'm not even gonna like one of the best ever. Then the second half, I was so lost, like. Why are we? It was Eddington-esque the whole second act, which is the biggest chunk of the movie.
Okay.
Like he goes a place, talks to someone, then he goes back, and kind of nonsensical. But the third act is so ambitious, and the final scene is beautiful, and it came together perfectly. Okay. This is one of the most ambitious films I've seen in a long time. Like it has these questions about like how to give into life. And let go of purpose and like existentialism. Okay. It's mostly about letting go and not trying to create something bigger than yourself, which is what he tries to do. Yeah. Synecdoche, this I had to research. It's basically like something that symbolizes something bigger, right? Or something like that. And New York, because he lives in New York. So he's making a stage play in this huge warehouse. Which is a Synecdoche, like a small version of New York and of life itself, right? Right. And it's about
microcosm.
Yeah. And the entire film is him trying to replicate or create a new version of his life through this play. Because like if you see a scene, the next scene will be him creating that scene in the play. Which is it gets weird sometimes.
It's very meta. In moments.
But the ending is just like very Eddington too. Like let's throw this out because this was nothing. And the final scene is beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. And then I saw Terminator.
Hell yeah. Okay, talk to me about Terminator because I saw this movie so much as a kid.
I really liked it. I think it's really cool. I saw it mostly because I know the second one is like considered the greatest of all time.
Yeah. I don't think it's the greatest sequel of all time, but it is great.
Is it better than the first?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
The scope is bigger. The technology is more advanced, so he was able to do more. Yeah. And just the fact that because like I went deep into Terminator, you know, like the behind the scenes and the making of it. It's literally guerrilla filmmaking. Like they had no permits on the streets of Los Angeles to make that movie. I don't even know how they got the cop car. I think it was, I don't know. I think he might have just made a deal with the police station. They were like, yeah, sure, why not? You know, because it was like no money. I think it was like less than $5 million to make the movie, and that was his first movie.
James Cameron.
Yeah, as a director. Piranha. Well, with Piranha, did he direct it?
He was a hired hand.
He worked on it. Yeah. Like did sculpting for the piranhas itself.
Yeah, and he has
probably some writing attached to it as well.
Like he's in the credits.
Yeah, but this was like as a director, you know, and just wow, like how he was able to set up that world And to me, like, what would you say is the thing that impressed you the most?
The ending, like the time travel stuff, the loop that they're on, because she is the mother of that guy's son.
Okay.
Like it felt very well rounded. Or not.
There's a very interesting theory that kind of negates the time loop thing, and it makes more logical sense.
But who's that guy then?
So who's the father?
No, I don't remember his name. The guy who goes to seek her.
Reese. Kyle Reese.
Who's him?
He's still a soldier. He still goes back in time. But there is it's a fan theory.
Schwarzenegger's the dad.
No. So if you remember, she was supposed to go on a date that night. And then the guy calls her and cancels. So the theory is it wasn't their first date. So they had been seeing each other and they hooked up, and then it's his son, not Kyle Reese's son. And I remember hearing that, and I was like, that makes more logical sense, because the whole idea of like sending your father back in time to create you. There's like a weird,
like, what came first?
Yeah, exactly.
Because if the guy,
or the egg.
Because if the guy came back in time to talk to her, that means she didn't have her son yet.
Yeah.
So then you're talking about time as a non-linear thing, right?
Exactly.
And like an Arrival.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. And so, hey, it's just a fun thought experiment.
Yeah.
But it does make more sense.
Yeah.
There's two things I really love about Terminator. That scene where they're in the parking garage and they're hiding inside the car.
Yes.
That is an incredible scene.
I think the sound in that scene is brilliant, because they're talking very quietly.
Yeah.
And then you hear the car coming close, and then it passes. And then you just hear the Terminator coming close.
It's very, there's the suspense it builds just beautifully in that moment. But also it speaks to something that it's very, for some reason, the art of it got lost along the way of exposition, but in a way that is more storytelling than explaining. So when Kyle is telling her the story of like what happened, he's like, it was a nuclear war and all of that. It was a summary of everything to kind of help you get it, wrap your head around it, but it didn't over-explain.
Yeah, that's something I thought. Like it only tapped into this bigger story that could have been a movie in itself.
Yeah,
right.
Which they tried with Terminator Salvation.
Which is
with
a
Christian Bale.
With Christian Bale.
Yeah, Christian Bale plays adult John Connor.
Her son.
Yes, and it takes place in that world, in that future. It just didn't work. It was just Do
you see him sending the guy back in time? Or it's not at that point?
No, but you do. But Reese does show up in it. Cool. But it's just not at that moment when he sends him back. After Terminator 2 is definitely the more watchable one, because when you watch Genesis or what was the other one, Part 3, even though the ending of Part 3 is really good, but yeah, there's just so much nonsense.
Is Reese very much older than him in the Christian Bale movie?
In the Christian Bale, he's like a teenager. He's played by.
But how? If he's the dad? Because he came back in time.
Not just back in time. It's like because Reese doesn't meet Christian Bale. He doesn't meet Connor.
He doesn't meet Connor
in Salvation.
In the movie.
No, I don't think so.
But he's younger than him.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
Weirdness.
But it's so cool. This kind of stuff, I think. But
it was the one original idea with the sequels that I thought really held up. So that's why, because when you watch, because 2 is just like it expands and you see more and it's brilliant. 3 is like they tried to like replicate some things from 2, but then the ending is unique. And I'm like, all right, I like that, but everything else before that kind of sucks. With Dark Fate, the same thing. Hey, let's take some of the things we've seen before and it's the same but different. So there's nothing unique about it. Whereas Terminator 2 is wholly unique.
Have you seen Alien Romulus?
No.
A little bit like Alien Romulus. It's kind of like a summary of the entire franchise, because you have a little bit of Alien.
It's the same, but different.
Yeah, you have a little bit of Alien in the tension. You have a little bit of Aliens in the action. Prometheus in the engineer stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
which is why what's the fourth Alien movie called?
Covenant?
Not Covenant.
Resurrection.
Was it Resurrection?
Yes. Yeah. Because it's 1, 2, 3 and Resurrection.
Again, it's terrible. But
that's
there's
the worst
new things in it, at least. You know what I mean? It's not like, hey, let's redo it. Let's remix something we've seen before.
But I still think Romulus worked nice.
It was still okay, I've heard good things.
Yeah.
It's funny you mentioned that, because I'm just passing through on HBO Max. My wife passes out, and what do I end up clicking on? Aliens. But right before I got to Aliens, I did see the thumbnail for Romulus, and I was like,
maybe
no. I'm gonna go to Aliens.
but it's like
so good. James Cameron.
I don't know. It's Fede Alvarez who did something. He did something good. He did something else. I don't remember.
But the second thing I love about Terminator, to go back, is, and this took me years for it to click, the photo.
Yeah.
It did not dawn on me because I watched it when I was a kid.
Like in the end?
Yes.
That was the moment that made me, this is so cool.
Because you see him open it in the flashback. Yeah. Like, I wonder what she was thinking about. She's thinking about you. And I was like, whoa. I'm getting goosebumps now remembering that.
Yeah.
And it's just so, and just the last piece of dialogue, where the kid is like, there's a storm coming.
I have no idea.
Yeah. And, and like, ta-ta.
Yeah.
And I love how, a little honorable mention of something I really loved. During the love scene, the piano version of the score.
Really? Like
It's very kind of sweet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So even though I always kind of think like love scenes are gratuitous in every way. But there was something kind of, it added almost like an inness aspect.
And you have the moment where her kid is born too.
Conceived.
Yeah, conceived.
Supposedly.
Yeah.
If you want to go with that.
Yeah.
But all right.
Yeah, and the next movie, I have my watch list. Maybe today. I don't know if today, maybe tomorrow. No, Friday.
Yeah.
Tomorrow I'm watching the drama.
Okay.
We'll talk about it, but I'm seeing the second one.
Okay. Yeah. That's It goes a little bit into the future, but very, very little. Kind of gives you glimpses.
Is she still in the movie?
Yes.
What's her name? The actress.
Linda Hamilton.
She's in Stranger Things 5, right?
Yeah. She was kind of wasted.
She was so wasted. Yeah.
Linda Hamilton. A side note, because after Terminator 2, she's only really known for one movie that came out in the mid 90s called Dante's Peak, about a volcano up in New England somewhere, I think. And she just kind of disappeared from Hollywood. And then I remember thinking about this more after watching season 5. And when you see, because you see Terminator 1 and she's got the 80s hair and she's still pretty and everything. But then you see her in part 2 and she's just badass, but still kind of beautiful and sexy.
Yeah.
And you're like, what? You should have had Julia Roberts' career. Yeah. That should have been her if she wanted it. But from what I understand, she's had some mental health issues as well. And maybe that played into it. And then, of course, her marriage to James Cameron wasn't exactly
She was married to him.
Yeah, after Terminator 2.
Oh, he married her and Catherine Bigelow.
Yeah. Nice. He goes around.
Yeah.
Cool. But it's a great performance. It's very Ripley-esque.
Yeah, I thought about that. It's a very old action star. It's cool to have a woman lead a sci-fi action movie.
And which is why I love there was a bit of a hubbub that happened after Wonder Woman came out a few years back, where he said, because everyone was like, oh, we have a female superhero when, leading, a big movie like this with a lot of action. And then he chimed in. I don't know if he was asked or he just couldn't keep his mouth shut. He said, yeah, I did that back in the day and none of my female action heroes had to wear miniskirts.
Yeah.
And I was like, oof, shots fired. And people just got nuts, But at the same time, it's is he wrong?
Yeah.
You know, because you look at Ripley, you look at Sarah Connor, and no one is questioning their badassness.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
even Nancy Wheeler in Stranger Things, like a modern version of that.
Yeah, that was like it's like a callback to Ripley. You know, especially with the hair and the guns and all that.
Yeah, the guns. Yeah.
All right, so after Terminator,
I saw Superbad for the first time. Have you seen Superbad?
I saw it in the movie theater.
Really?
Yes,
I loved it so much. I thought like everything was amazing. I don't laugh out loud as much when I'm like I chuckle and stuff, but this made me laugh a lot. Like I thought what's his name? The kid who's with the cops. McLovin. I thought McLovin would be annoying in the beginning, but he was the funniest part of the movie. And Bill Hader and Seth Rogen are so good. Yeah. I also love Jonah Hill, like in general, and like as a celebrity and as an actor. And the entire cast is so good.
Just learning, and I learned this recently, that Jonah Hill hated the actor who played McLovin, which is why they hired him.
Ah, okay, but they became friends or still no?
No, I don't think they spoke into each other after making that movie. And the actor tells a story. I forget his name.
Let me see. He tells a story like in an interview.
Yeah, in an interview. He was
Christopher Mintz-Plasse. I don't know.
Wow. I can't even begin to. Yeah. Okay, talk. But yeah, he said like in the audition, like Jonah Hill was just blatantly rude to him. And then he learned from, I think, the producer or even Judd Apatow after the fact.
He was in character.
That Jonah Hill just totally hated him. He's like, I can't stand that guy. It's like, next. And just that kind of visceral reaction was like, no, I think there's something here. You know, because then his negativity toward him in the scene is just totally authentic.
But he was so good, man. He was so good. Every scene, like the funniest scene to me, by far, this one made me crackle up, was when he's in bed with the girl. Everyone downstairs has left. Bill Hader enters the room so like nonchalant with his like, he turns on the lights. He's on the bed. So good. Really liked it.
For me, I think that throwaway, it's not a throwaway line, but it's definitely one that feels like it was probably improvised. When Michael Cera tells Jonah Hill's character like about a girl that they see in the distance, and he's like something about like she got a breast reduction.
Yeah.
It's like, what? That's like slapping God in the face. I was like, what are you talking about, dude? She had back pain. She had back problems. And Michael Cera is really great at kind of like
he's so good
playing like the straight face, but still dry sense of humor.
And with that kind of voice like this.
Yeah.
And Jonah Hill, like I love him in everything.
He's incredible.
Everything. Have you seen Mid-90s?
Mid-90s? The one that he directed? Yeah. No. I remember hearing about that.
It's one of my favorite coming-of-age movies.
Nice. Yeah. Because he talks about making that movie, and the first Martin Martin Scorsese.
Yeah.
For advice.
Yeah.
He's like, help me out with this. I'm doing this.
What do you say?
Don't remember.
Yeah. And he's doing a new one this year called Outcome with Keanu Reeves.
Nice. Yeah. I like. I like Keanu Reeves giving the guy a break.
Yeah.
All right.
And the final movie I saw was The Tree of Life, which I'm not going to talk about much because I didn't like it.
So weird.
I didn't like it, man. I thought it was so
weird.
Honestly, pretentious. Yeah, because like you have, I like the. This didn't get me excited to go on with his movies. I don't know, because you have the beginning, the first montage with the family going back and forth.
With Brad Pitt
and Sean Penn and Jessica Chastain. Sean Penn's like in one scene, and it has this montage of the family in the beginning, out of time. Like you see nature. Sure, the father's nature because he's rude and everything, whatever. And then you see the beginning of the universe, and then you go to the dinosaurs, which I liked. That section I liked because the music is grand and the visuals are beautiful. And it would work if the next hour 40 minutes wasn't a coming of age movie with no one coming of age, just a kid. Like he does. Like there is some nice stuff within the family, but it's so uneventful.
Yeah.
It doesn't have any humph, in the narrative. And the ending, I honestly, like people say I cried so much, I hate the ending. Like it's so pretentious. I come back to this word. It is pretentious.
I was never a big Terrence Malick fan. I saw a couple of his movies when I was in college and I was taking film courses. And I remember seeing Days of Heaven. Which is like, look, you can say as much as you want about him as a storyteller, but the dude knows how to point a camera, you know? So, and that, even with Tree of Life, you're like, that's so impressive how he can even think of that kind of composition. But I don't go that far with, you know, with my enjoyment of cinema as like an art form. I still want that, you know, generic narrative kind of through line. Yeah. And Days of Heaven has a little bit of that, but you remember how after Tenet came out, there was a lot of that criticism of like sometimes you can't hear what the actors are saying. Yeah. Terrence Malick was doing that back with Days of Heaven. There's like so many moments where, you know, like you're not really understanding what they're saying, and then there's very little dialogue, but then there's a very clear voiceover from the child's perspective. And the visuals are grand. They're just so beautiful, but it's like, I'm so bored. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because it's more of like an atmosphere that he wants to convey.
In the Tree of Life, I wasn't even bored. I was just waiting for something to happen, for something to change too, because it's too long. It's 2 hours 20. Yeah, and then again, the ending really pissed me off.
Yeah, the one movie I do recommend that people watch, because it's pretty straightforward, even though it has a lot of, you know, like, okay, where's this going? Kind of thing, is The Thin Red Line.
It's a war movie, right?
Yeah,
have you seen it?
Yeah. I saw it a long time ago.
Yeah. Good.
I liked it.
Hans Zimmer soundtrack.
The rewatchability of it is not very high, but I remember like, oh, this is cool. Oh, look, and then after a while you're like, oh, you're in it, and you're in it, and you're in it, and you're in it. You know, that gets a little bit like that. So there's a little bit of that going on. Yeah. But Terrence Malick, I'm just not a big fan of his work overall. Yeah. You know, so let's pause really quick.
Yeah, we can just go together.
Okay, and we're back real quick. Yeah. Okay, so.
And I also have been watching Shrinking season 3, which is amazing. The last episode premiered yesterday. It took like a dark path this season, which is really heavy, for a comedy, but it's still amazing. And The Pit, because I waited for the entire season of The Pit to come out to binge it, and I've been binging it, and it's so amazing. It's unbelievable how this works, because every character is interesting for a particular reason. Yeah, it's great.
I got really curious about The Pit because I saw a video essay
about the 2 towers.
Yes,
yeah, you told me about
Helm's Deep.
Yeah,
and I love Helm's Deep. I mean, I will watch all of Lord of the Rings just so I can enjoy Helm's Deep in context, even though it works on its own. But then when I saw like the title of the video and how it basically does it beat for beat, but in an emergency room, I'm like, now you have my curiosity.
And it's insane because they piece together everything, different tones, different characters. You learn about like the medicine that they're doing, even though it's very technical dialogue. It makes you interested. I researched a lot about it as I'm watching it, and it really is about the characters' approaches, not only to the patients but to each other, the relations. It's not melodramatic at all. Okay. Yeah, it's really good. It's funny too. Yeah.
When I heard of this show, and then Noah Wiley. And I'm like, bro, you go from ER, and I'm like, I'm gonna do another medical show.
It's the same writer, same director, same showrunner, everything. They got sued by some people who worked in ER because it's everyone that worked there is the same people, but it's a medical show. Yeah, but it's different premises. It's different. Like the entire season is one day.
Really,
each episode is a different hour of that day, and that's why the seasons are so eventful, because the day that they're working at, something happens. Right. That's eventful.
I did not know that at all, because now I'm thinking of like, have you ever heard of the show 24?
No.
It's it's a show from back in the day, like early 2000s.
Yeah.
And it was back when every season of a show was 20 plus episodes.
Yeah, back in the day.
Yeah, and so then like so now it's 24 episodes. Every episode is 1 hour in the 24, and then they just ratchet up the tension.
Like nowadays? Or
what do you mean like now?
The show is still running or no?
No. I think they went maybe 8 seasons. It went on a long time. Yeah. You know, Kiefer Sutherland did it. And he was like, Jack Bauer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because I always think about the 20 episodes, 24 episodes with sitcoms, because like The Office, Parks and Rec, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, all of those had long episodes. Mostly because of NBC. But
mostly because that's how the system was, and you had a legit writer's room. So you'd have like, 10 plus writers in a room, and then everyone would spitball a premise, and then like, all right, you 2 guys work on this episode, and then the next one, okay, you 3 guys, so they would compartmentalize it, but everyone would be roughly on the same page to make sure that there was that through line. Now the writer's room is much smaller.
Do you know Michael Schur?
Michael Schur.
He's the showrunner from The Office, Parks and Rec, The Good Place, Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Okay.
And he's also Moe's Fruit, The Office, Dwight's brother.
Okay.
Have you seen The Office?
I have not.
No!
I've never seen
The Office. Oh my God. Okay, so Dwight Schrute, one of the main characters, his brother is the showrunner. And he made a show these past few years called A Man on the Inside with Ted Danson.
Okay.
So you would expect 20 episodes too, and it's 8 episodes, and it's a Netflix show.
All right.
So you also have that. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Let's go to, how many movies do you have?
I have, let me see, for movies that are going to release this year.
Yes, so now we're going to talk about our most anticipated movies for the rest of 2026.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, about 20, 30.
I put 10.
Okay.
I put 10 on my list. And I'm going to go in chronological order.
Yeah, I also have in chronological.
Okay, so number 1, because it's going to come out in a couple weeks, Michael. Okay. It's been tracking really, really well.
Yeah, it's going to do great, yeah.
Apparently, like, it's on track from what those that know and how they track these things have no idea how they do it.
How? Because people haven't bought it,
Exactly. Yeah. It's upwards of 80 million the first weekend.
Awesome.
And I think the record is Bohemian Rhapsody, which I think was like 51 million in the first weekend.
It's gonna be way over. You're gonna get that bet right. Where we bet? How much money?
I'm going. What was it? 1.7.
Yeah, you said almost 2. Yeah, almost I said a lower one.
Yeah. But also, like, really quick, because I've been trying. Because I'm shocked that very few trailers have come out for this movie, and I saw another snippet of something. And there is what looks like is a part of a scene. So here's what I'm predicting, and I think I mentioned this before, how the movie is going to play out. Because the whole premise when we talked about the trailer was the whole idea of Michael trying to come out under the thumb of his father and his family and just like being his own man.
The climax would be his liberation, right?
Exactly. Yeah. And that would be him going out to perform on the Bad tour. And what it seemed to me, this quick little moment where, and you've seen bits of this where he's getting ready, like he's jumping up and down, he's getting ready to go out on stage. And then what it looks like happened is right before he goes out on stage, he looks behind and he looks at his father. Yeah. And it's like, oh, that's the moment. He's like, I'm leaving you and I'm going to be me now, making my own decisions as a man. And I'm like, yo, that's powerful.
Yeah.
And then it's like, just like with Bohemian Rhapsody, it ends with the performance at Live Aid. Mm-hmm. I think the finale of this is his performance of the song Bad. Because Antoine Fuqua, the director, has talked about how that was the first day of shooting.
Really?
Yeah, the first day of shooting was Jaafar Jackson as Michael Jackson performing Bad for the first time on stage. Okay. So I was like, all right, give me one of yours.
I think, let me just see your list to see if we're overlapping.
Any? A little bit.
The drama this week, we have the drama of Robert Pattinson. I'm excited for that. But like in the following weeks, Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die, from the guy who did Pirates of the Caribbean.
Gore Verbinski.
Yeah, with Sam Rockwell. Time travel movie, his first movie in many years. Mm-hmm. So I'm excited for that.
Okay, all right.
Then I'm really excited for Devil Wears Prada 2.
Devil Wears Prada 2.
Have you seen the new trailer?
I did.
Yeah, it looks good, man. I think it looks good.
I think the thing that really does it for me is just the Trinity.
Yeah.
Meryl
the
Streep.
Four with Stanley Tucci.
Oh, right. Yeah. He is in it. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
But to me, it centers around those three women, and they're just consummate professionals. They know how to work. But most importantly, they have the same director, David Frankel, I think.
Yes, it's the same guy. And that was...
And it's based off of the book as well. There's The Revenge of Prada, I think it's called. I haven't read any of them.
They should have named it that. I don't know. But it's rare for a legacy sequel to have the same director. So it's cool.
Yeah. So I'm happy about that one.
Yeah, me too.
What's the next one?
I have...
Fun fact, I watched the first one in the movie theater.
Really?
Yeah.
I love the first one.
It's really fun.
It's one of my favorite movies. I have Mandalorian and Grogu. Maybe it's cool. I don't know. Like, I have seen all Star Wars. I'm not a huge Star Wars fan. But I don't know. The last trailer they put out looked good.
I guess because I tried to get into The Mandalorian when it first came out.
I haven't seen the show. Yeah.
It didn't really do it for me.
I trust in Jon Favreau.
That is like, look, do what you want because you have carte blanche in my world.
Yeah, he is.
You know what I mean?
And he's underrated, right? He's
super underrated, and that's why Chef is so great.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And the Jungle Book, like they hired him to do this.
I love the Jungle Book.
Yeah.
Lion King, not so much.
Zathura.
Zathura, I never watched it.
Good movie.
I never watched it.
Yeah.
I think that because I remember he had this short-lived TV show called Dinner for Five. It was on the channel called the Independent Film Channel. And it was just him and 4 other of his Hollywood friends every week. And they started talking about Zathura, and he said that he really tried to fight for it to be practical effects instead of CGI, but then the studio kind of overrode him because I think that was his first movie. And so I was like, I want to know what your vision is, you know what I mean? You wrote Swingers, you know what I mean? Like, you obviously have ability. So I want to see what you can do, and then he showed it with
Jungle Book. Iron Man.
With Iron Man. He's still able to work because even though like Marvel wasn't Marvel at the time.
It was the beginning, it was the first one.
It was the first one.
It was a bet, right? It was,
exactly. So they just kind of let him go, and then you have...
that's why Marvel owes him everything.
Exactly. For me, I have, for number 3, I got Disclosure Day.
Yes.
Because I want to know
what's going to be disclosed.
Well, I know it's an alien movie. Aliens Coming. And so this is Steven Spielberg, who's done E.T., Close Encounters of the Third Kind, War of the Worlds. So he's done alien movies. So it's like, what's a new perspective that you can bring to this? So that piques my curiosity.
I think maybe like a modern world approach where you have this broadcast news, someone that's
social
very famous, social media.
I think, and that's, it's got, Emily Blunt in it.
Emily Blunt, Josh O'Connor, Coleman Domingo, such a very good cast. Yeah, and I love the trailer. Some people say, it looks kind of bland. I loved it. And the final shot with the UFO coming down. It's
War of the Worlds is, I understand why people don't like it as much, but I think it's got some really, really good things.
Haven't seen it.
It's really good. It's got 2 kind of moments that bother me, but absent those things, it's like, this is just so good. Yes. I like it when Tom Cruise plays unlikable, and he is unlikable for a good portion of this movie, and then you grow to like him.
Cool. I also have Backrooms. The horror movie. Which is
right. You mentioned that.
When you see the trailer, you're gonna love it too, because it seems like a liminal space kind of psychological horror. And it looks really, really interesting because there's a phrase like a quote from the trailer that you'll tell you for it says to Renata Reinsva, "This place grows itself, so you can get lost in it." Which, sounds really cool.
I got the Odyssey, of course.
This is the most anticipated of the year not by far, but
for me, Michael is by far.
Really?
Yes.
More than the Odyssey.
More than everything this year, like Michael. The Odyssey, because
I'm super.
It's something that hasn't really been addressed. There was a TV miniseries in the 90s, I think. And like they tried to really do everything that's in the book, and you're just limited by technology.
Nowadays.
And the medium of what was a TV movie at the time. because you got to account for commercial breaks and stuff. And so it was like, it's just weird.
What I hope, like now we have the technology and the format, right? It's the first movie entirely shot in IMAX in history.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I hope it's like 3 hours 40 with an intermission at least.
With an intermission.
Yeah, like The Brutalist.
Okay.
Just for it to because I know the book is insanely
dense.
Huge and dense. Yeah, that's what. And yeah.
All right. What you got?
Power ballad. Huh? It's have you seen Sing Street?
Sing Street.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you meant Sing.
No, Sing Street. No, Sing Street.
No.
It's also one of my favorite coming of age, one of my favorite musicals too. Mm-hmm. It's like a very Irish movie about this boy who lives in this island. Island, like it's a smaller town.
Yeah.
With his family, which is kind of a bad family dynamic. Mm-hmm. He doesn't do that well in school, like social-wise, because he just changed schools. Mm-hmm. So he creates a band. And it's amazing. The original songs are awesome.
Okay.
And the director is John Carney, who's also done Once and Begin Again and Flora and Son. Have you seen any of those? Mm-hmm. And now he's doing Power Ballad, which is with Paul Rudd and Nick Jonas, the Jonas Brothers. He's a good actor. I like him. And this is about Paul Rudd is a wedding singer and Nick Jonas.
I'm confusing Nick Jonas and Harry Styles.
No, Nick Jonas did Jumanji. Yeah, Priyanka Chopra Jonas is his wife. Yeah. And he did Jumanji.
I remember him in the second Jumanji.
And this is about
the first one. Both of them.
Yeah. And it's about a wedding singer, Paul Rudd, and he's like a down in his dumps musician. Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly. And they write Paul Rudd writes like a lyrics for a song. He steals the lyrics, creates a hit song. He becomes the greatest artist in the world. And Paul Rudd,
like, hey man.
Yeah.
Okay. So I believe it or not, I did not think this was going to make my list at all. But Spider-Man 4.
Why not?
Brand new day. Because everything sucks from Marvel. But then I saw the trailer and I'm like, hold on a second.
It's I love the trailer.
Now it seems like it's something more character driven instead of just like a spectacle.
It's a cool premise. I hope they don't undo what they did in the end of the last one. I hope she doesn't remember him. Yeah. Maybe he creates a new relationship with her, but I hope she doesn't remember him. That would be
kind of interesting.
Yeah. That's what I think is cool about Spider-Man. I'm interested in their relations and what he's gonna end up like.
Exactly, because it seems so much like what the Dark Knight, I remember, originally was planned on being was how tortured Bruce Wayne was now that he has the responsibility of being Batman. Yeah. But then Heath Ledger came in and they were like, okay, so much for that idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. And rightfully so. Not even Christian Bale complains about that.
No.
But it really feels like, okay, now Peter Parker's been through all of this and he truly has lost everything. Yeah. He's lost all of his family and his friends, his de facto family. How is he going to adjust?
Something I hear a lot about, like I see online and my friends tell me, that's like a complaint they have about the Tom Holland movies, even though most people love it. They love it even, is that he's always been in the shadow of someone else, of the Avengers, of Iron Man, of Doctor Strange and No Way Home. I disagree a lot. I think in Far From Home, he really breaks loose because he is given one of the greatest things in the world in that glass.
Yeah.
And he isn't mature enough. He isn't because he has been held until that point.
Yeah.
And he gives it away and loses everything and is hurt. And then he comes back and No Way Home is already more mature. Yeah. He has those other Spider-Man. So I think...
Well, that's the kind of thing about Far From Home that's great is like, even in that scene, I forget who he's talking to. I've only seen it once. But he's very emotional. He's like, I just miss him so much. I think he's talking to Happy.
He is talking to Happy, yeah.
Yeah. And because it's always kind of a shadow that casts over Spider-Man in general.
Yeah.
And even with that, like a mural that there is of Iron Man in the movie, it's like he's kind of there, but he's also trying to deal with, now I got to do this on my own kind of thing.
And so he can't. That's why I love what I love about Far From Home. I love Far From Home.
Well, what he's trying to do is be Iron Man.
Yeah.
So what he learns is like, no, I have to do it my way. So like going back to Michael. Let me leave from under the thumb of my father figure and do this myself. All right, nice. What you got?
This one.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen Pig?
Pig?
Yeah, with Nicolas Cage. It's like a folklore movie, really cool, really philosophical.
You just say Nicolas Cage, and I'm down.
Yeah, it's my favorite film service.
Really?
Absolutely, yeah. The director's called Michael Sarnowski. He's very interested in folklore and traditional, like, it's kind of a better Robert Eggers in that sense, because I think Robert Eggers leans a little too much into the folklore and the fidelity to the time.
Okay.
Especially in Nosferatu. But Michael Sarnowski is more interested in the atmosphere he creates.
Okay.
So Pig is a wonderful folklore movie. Then he got hired to do a Quiet Place movie. He did the Quiet Place Day One, which I don't like that much. I think it's really... Have you seen it?
No, I couldn't get past the first one.
Yeah, you told me that.
It's
Day One is really mid, but now he's doing a movie called The Death of Robin Hood, where Robin Hood is Hugh Jackman.
Okay.
You have Jodie Comer, Bill Skarsgård, Murray Bartlett, Noah Jupe, and it's like grappling with his past after a life of crime and murder. Robin Hood finds himself gravely injured after a battle he thought it would be his last.
Okay.
Yeah.
This one we talked about, so we don't need to talk about too much. But the end of Oak Street, talked about that last week.
Yes, that looks really cool.
Okay, I'm down. Although I remember watching the trailer again and then thinking to myself, is it really necessary for Ewan McGregor to have that nose? It's prosthetic. Who? Ewan McGregor.
Really? I didn't notice.
Yeah.
I saw it very like in my phone in the car.
Nah, man. Yeah. Like even like the movie poster, I'm like, is that a... And then I watched the trailer and I'm like, it is. Okay. Why?
And it's one of 1,000 Anne Hathaway movies this year, which is great. I'm
she's
down.
Doing her thing.
Yeah. The Dog Stars, Ridley Scott's new movie.
I have not heard
really?
Of it at all.
The Dog Stars. Let me read the premise. After the world's population has been ravaged by a pandemic, a man lives a lonesome existence in a Colorado airplane hangar with his dog and a dour gunman he has befriended. When a mysterious transmission comes through on the radio while he's flying his old Cessna, it sparks a hunt for the prevail of sound. And who's the main character? Jacob Elordi.
Ebba.
Yes, right. And you have Margaret Qualley, Josh Brolin, and Guy Pearce.
Okay.
Sounds really cool.
Yeah. I got Resident Evil only because it's Zach Cregger.
Zach Cregger, yes.
So that's why I'm curious.
Yeah.
What about you?
Seems cool. Digger, Alejandro Iñárritu, Tom Cruise, his first
on my list.
Yeah, okay, so I didn't see it. Yeah. I'm really excited for Digger.
I saw the teaser for it. You don't see anything.
But I'm excited for Tom Cruise.
It's that collaboration between the two. Yeah. How are they going to go?
And of course, the new Hunger Games, and in the end of the year.
But it does have Ray Fiennes.
It does. So and Kieran Culkin, yeah. Right. And in the end of the year, Dune and Avengers Doomsday.
I have, but I do have Dune 3.
Yeah.
I want to know how it's gonna be different from the book, and because he was really great at adapting that. Yeah. What was supposed to be the unadaptable book, but he did it, and he made like certain adjustments that are just perfect, And
he says, like Villeneuve says, the first movie is a presentation to the world. The second one's a war movie. This is a political thriller.
Yeah.
That's how he described it.
Yeah.
Have you seen the trailer?
Yes, many times.
Yeah.
Many times.
Many times.
And Legend of Aang. I am a huge... What's that? So, The Last Airbender, Avatar.
I haven't seen any of that.
So, you gotta watch it.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's so good. It's very much like an American's take on Japanese anime, like just some of their Japanese anime conventions, not necessarily the anime itself, like the animation.
Yeah.
And it's just so brilliantly done. There's 3 seasons, there's 2 versions of the show. There's the first one, which is like the Avatar, The Last Airbender, with the character of Aang as a child. And he's understanding how to be the Avatar, like the one that, is able to use all of the elements and manipulate all of the elements, air, earth, fire, and water. And then there's 3 seasons of that. Book air, book water, book earth, and all that. And then, book of fire. Then they fast forward until after Aang, because in the world, it's like there's reincarnation. So when Aang dies, someone else becomes the Avatar. Yeah. So they have to learn how to become the Avatar.
Yeah.
But I always wondered, I'm like, how was Aang as the Avatar, like in adulthood? And that's what this is, you know. And so you only see him as a child in the show, and then it's like, but they made like comic books and stuff.
So there is a source material.
Yeah, there is source material, and they even because it was a Nickelodeon show. I don't know, they just gave them all the monies, the creators of the show, and like just make more stuff. And then unfortunately, the only one that they made was of who the subsequent Avatar was.
Yeah,
I forget her name. Whatever. Damn it. Okay, I can't right now because it's gonna waste too much time. But yeah, that was a passable show. I liked it. It just didn't hit all those notes the way it did for me in the first one. So I'm really looking forward to see what they do with the movie. Nice. And just 2D animation.
Yeah, coming back.
Regular 2D animation. Disney. We talked about this a couple weeks ago, okay? Get on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And for me, I talked about Avengers Doomsday mostly because I'm curious about what this beast of a movie is going to be. Because it can be the worst film ever or a really fun movie.
So here's my general thoughts on what this is going to be. This is my prediction.
Yeah.
That it's going to have some really great moments, but you need scenes stitched together to create a great grand narrative. And I don't think they're going to have that. I just think they're going to have some really good moments.
Yeah. Like fan service.
Yeah. Thank you. It's just going to be a lot of fan service, but I just don't. You can't make a movie completely a fan service, you know. And so that's what kind of like that's what bothers me because I just have a very hard sneaking suspicion that that's all it's going to be.
I saw like a premise of the first half of the movie, how it looked like, and I liked what I read. Okay. So maybe it's maybe it's interesting.
We'll see.
Yeah.
All right. We'll wrap it up there.
Yes.
All right. Thank you as always,
Thank
sir.
you.
And we'll see you guys next time.